3 questions this week. On a weekly basis, as we collate the questions from our prospects, our clients, and audiences every single week, and we simply answer them. So to start off this session for this week, we've got our first question, which is, how do I increase my organic search rankings or SEO rankings? So coming into 2018, the most effective methods thus far are still similar to the ones now in 2017. The main 3 factors that come into play when you want to rank for a particular keyword within Google, no matter where you are, whether it's in the US or whether you're in Thailand, is backlinks. So backlinks are other websites that link back to yours. What this does is an upvote essentially from other websites saying, hey, I'm really important, that's why I'm linking to you. And the more of these links that you get from high authority websites, so for instance, a high authority website might be the Bangkok Post, for instance, because it's been around for so long that it already has so many backlinks itself from other websites. So it's sites like these where you get a link from that will really add value to your SEO campaign and therefore enhance your rankings over time. So when it comes to backlinks, you want to be getting a volume of links, but from high quality sources. So actually it's much better for you in the long term, as well as conducting white hat SEO, which is the best kind of SEO that you want to be running, which is essentially not paying for links. You want to be earning these links by, contacting these websites and submitting to them useful content whereby, they appreciate that you're providing them with free content by linking back to your website. So by acquiring a volume of high quality links, that's really going to help your backlink profile and help boost your SEO campaign. Another factor would be social signals. So promoting your website or blog article online through social platforms and getting shares on this in order to attract social signals back to your site as well as for your blog. The third factor would be relevancy. So just ensuring that you've structured your website into proper silos to categorize keywords into their particular areas. You also want to ensure that your website has a really awesome user experience. It loads fast. It's got it's littered with media. It's got all the right keywords in it as well, and it's super engaging. So all these 3 factors are really going to be the 20% of items that will have 80% of the impact on your campaign. There are literally hundreds of other factors that would affect this. However, these 3 would be the main ones. So on to our second question. When it comes to digital marketing and you've got your various online marketing channels, for my business, how many channels should I be on? Well, it really depends on your objectives, as always. Do you want to be driving awareness, or do you want to be eliciting a direct response from your prospects? Do you want people to be subscribing? It really depends on your customer funnel. So we'll be displaying the customer funnel. So this is Primal's one. We use the one from, it's basically the 5 A's. And as we'll show this in the video, you really want to identify at which stage your prospects are in order to then pick the right channel to then nurture them through that funnel and then essentially drive them to a final conversion. So within this diagram, you'll see that there are various channels that play their parts in terms of the different stages of the funnel, and ideally you'd want to be doing all of them, testing all of them, seeing which ones are the most impactful and which ones drive the best results for your business, and then you can determine really, and then cast a wide net, try the most appropriate channels for your industry, and then sort of cut away over time once you've discovered which ones are the most effective. So on to our third question. How often should we be checking and changing our AdWords campaigns or Google search or display or video campaigns that you can do within the AdWords platform? Typically here at Primal, when it comes to making bid changes or essentially optimizing the campaign, since it's an auction-based platform, we make bid changes almost daily, and a lot of this is manually done as well as automated, because when it comes to online campaigns, we can't always be sitting there every single minute optimizing everything. Therefore, automating these bid changes in order to drive the best performance possible using technology works the best when it comes to driving performance. But when it comes to looking at your data and making strong long-term decisions, you really want to be looking at it not only daily basis, but weekly, monthly, and quarterly, so that also taking into account any seasonalities as well. And you just want to be optimizing for those elements based on the time frame that you're looking at. So things like perhaps if it's a Google AdWords search campaign, you want to be looking at negative keywords, perhaps on a weekly or fortnightly basis to cut out anything irrelevant, but you also want enough data to be there for it to be statistically significant in order for you to make those kind of decisions. So daily when it comes to bid changes, because it can fluctuate so much, and then other types of optimizations, I would say at least every 3 days or so, but then you're looking at it at regular intervals, and also considering the time frames that you're optimizing for. So that's it for this week. Be sure to leave a comment with any questions that you may have. If you like the content, please subscribe, like, or share. But it would be much appreciated if you left any sort of question related to digital marketing, and hopefully we'll pick it up next week. Thank you.